Alright, what's up? Welcome to the park. Welcome back to the videos, whatever's going on. Here's the Untitled wandering around in the water. These little things aren't very big, but they are spiky as hell. Look at the tail. Look at the thagomizers on the tail. Alright. Our new project for, as you can see, we never did go up any more than, it floats at 3.7 to 3.9. So let's turn these things on and get started on the project we've got going here. Everything's so stretched out and there just isn't hardly room for anything, but we've got 2 Amargasaurus ready in here. 3 actually. I don't know how much room they're actually going to take up in that pen, and my goal kind of right now is just putting dinosaurs in pens and seeing where the park will go before I start a whole bunch of cohabitation pens or start changing up for predators. I've got the Deinonychus and the Dilophosaurus, but they're not like having the big predators. Million a piece to produce and stuff like that. You want to have a little bit of money behind you before you start getting them out. And at 27, I had 33. It cost me 5 million to put the grass in this pen. These Huerosauruses are dying of old age now. We've got about 24 of them in there. I turned a big group loose just now that's headed this way. Yeah, these ones are more of a green and yellow than the brown ones. And they're... See, these ones are just the green ones.
Commencing asset transit.
He's going somewhere. I just want to see a brown one. Right there. I think the Stegosaurus shape is one of the coolest animal shapes that have ever come out of evolution. But those Gigantspinos and those Chunkingosaurs are really cool as well. Let's get that taken care of. Or we've got a bunch of sick Deinonychuses or something. And apparently...
Well, what have we here? It's an Amargasaurus, according to the paperwork I have in front of me. Another interesting factoid. Its long neck meant it probably liked to feed on the taller branches of trees and such. At least that's what it says. Guess we'll find out, huh?
Look at this beautiful thing, and it's dark. Boy, the color scheme on these is nice. What an animal. The thing to notice about sauropods is their front feet, they walk directly on the points of their toes. And it would be like if you had your fingers all pointed straight down on top of their points, but had a big flap of skin and stuff that connected behind them, and that's what they have. It's called this pillar of skin and muscle and meat and bone. Where back here they've actually got like foot bones they walk on. Man, they're cool. Look at that double spike on these things. A lot of illustrations and stuff show those connected by a sail. He's even got little spikes further down his back, and they ran directly into his tail. That animal is incredible. He's got the open space, but let's see how much of the pen he's seeing. None of it. Let's keep putting the Amargasaurs in. We've got somebody sick. Or somebody with something. Out here? Likely? Yeah. I don't know what the ranger teams are doing. They're supposed to be fixing this. This is something I wish I had realized long ago. The hotkey triggers to go to the response facilities or the med jeeps. Let's just keep taking the Amargasaurus over. 3.9 at night with dying animals. These things ought to put us at 4.
Collecting asset.
And as we go through them, we're going to go back to the incubators and try to hatch out some Edmontosauruses to put in with them. Nope, we got them. They'll come out short-lived a lot. We got a Chasmosaurus dead over here. I don't even know how many of them I've got left. These 2-stall hatcheries are somewhat of a pain. 14 of them is a good number. Another sick Deinonychus because they won't fix this thing. Where in the hell is this guy?
Underway.
Is this them finally showing up? Oh, they're useless. And we've got another dead dinosaur to boot. Now what died? They're okay. Weros are alright. Minmai.
Asset
Oh,
transportation
yep.
in progress.
These original groups
Picking up the
are
asset.
always going to be falling over dead nowadays. That's a good number of eggs without problems. Let's rest these and go make sure those med jeeps take care of the Deinonychuses, right? I swear, what is going on with these ranger teams and not coming over here and taking care of this? This one's supposed to be. Yeah, here he finally comes. He drove clear around the Amargasaur mountain. Salmonella, huh? We've got all our staff tied up doing other things. Well, let's keep releasing the Amargasaurs and not worry about it. 3 with salmonella likely now. Yep, they keep eating from that feeder these people won't come take care of. And while they do that, we'll keep getting Amargasaurs and Edmontosaurs out.
Collect the asset. Asset has been.
Triceratops, this has got Euoplocephalus. Well, we'll worry about those later. And I mean, these people driving this Jeep are about to get fired out of a cannon into a Rex pin back in Germany. What do we got dead here now? Nope, aggressive. 3 more. This is going to be a good herd of Edmontosaurs. I don't know if they'd be a herd or a flock. And call them whatever we want, I suppose.
Asset being transported.
The med Jeep can't do anything to fix these guys. This Jeep finally taking care of the problem. Werosaurus is dropping like flies.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
And everything over here should be turned on and going. Let's see what the amenities are saying about guests. Yeah, now we're getting some people over here. Trying to bring that divide, widen that divide in our income and upkeep. 500 grand a minute would be nice to have for the income, but we've apparently researched that thing and are ready to cure our little... No? We have not at all. I thought it was done. I never even started it.
Transporting asset. Asset has been delivered.
And we're going to have a bunch of those to turn out. I feel like that's going to make a nice pin, but I just can't see this thing not creeping up any higher than 3.8. Let's start sending them. They're ready. We'll check that out in a minute. It looks like homolocephalades.
En route to collect the asset.
Yeah. It might not be a bad idea to have them. But I'll worry about that later. They would work good in any small pin. Those homolocephalades will take any small pin. And I mean, if you need just the 0.1 to get to 5 stars or something, it might be the thing to do. Let's keep working on this. Get the med jeep in action. And we've got no more Edmontosaurs done. This batch is done. They've got 5 eggs.
Transit has commenced.
3. Plenty of scientists, though. A big group of these might be really cool, and I think there's plenty of room in that pen for them and the Amargasaurus, maybe even some Ornithomimosaurs of the type. I don't know if we can get Archaeornithomimus or what we might have on offer. They are happy as can be. Area's low, but they don't see half the pin.
Assets in the air.
Man, what a beast. He'd be elephant sized, but with the neck and head added on. Look at that tail. I mean, the tail and neck. I suppose the head is of the least important size. Imagine how brutal life must have been to have to protect your neck with 3-foot-long spikes. And your back. You'd think the dinosaurs would just start biting them elsewhere. Here comes the sun up on these pretty little things. They're a great color out here. Damn. Yeah, there's the green ones, and these are the yellow ones. I made a couple colors of them.
Interesting. An Amargasaurus. This is an herbivore that can move on all 4 feet or go upright and walk on its hindquarters. We should be able to control and monitor this species more easily than some of the others. Use that to your advantage as you plan out the park.
Man, the color schemes are incredible. Here comes another one. Amargasaurs must be tiny sauropods because, I mean, I know Edmontosaurs are actually enormous ornithischians. I mean, they really are, but they are way bigger than these little Amargasaurs. That's incredible. Look how much bigger the Edmontosaurs are. I'm huge, he says. They're great. 3.7. What do we need to do to move this park up anymore? I suppose they're going to want me to change everything to carnivores, but I really don't want to. I like the herbivores quite a bit. And you can't really have the jeeps that drive around in the pens with the carnivores in there. They all attack them. I mean, I'm sure they just look like big candy-filled trucks driving around with humans sitting in them, but... Here we are back. Watching from one of these. I really like that you're allowed to get in these. You can get in the gyrospheres. Zoom in and take a look closer. Look. The Amargasaurus is like twice the mass of those things. I thought. They're still lonely. They don't like 3, they want 20. And our 3.7 is a joke. What are we doing wrong here? Good on all the amenity stuff. Why is there's not one bathroom up here at all? Who in the hell built this park? I'll tell you what, sometimes where I keep my head isn't the best place. If you know what I mean. Alright, we gotta fit this in over here somewhere. Deinonychus problems, but... I mean, that's gotta be a big part of the problem right there, is not having any bathroom access over here. Everybody's coming over and they want to ruin their pants at how excited they are about the dinosaurs, but that's all they're allowed to do. 3.7. Come on, build these restrooms. These people have got to go. Dead dinosaur. Look, he had to go. Couldn't wait.
Transit has commenced.
Come on, Edmontosaurs. Let's get you over to your pen 3.8.
Asset to be collected.
Everybody's feeling a lot more relieved that I put that in up here. How many more bathroom jokes we can make. And... let's check the views out now. Why is there no emergency shelter up here either? What in the hell did I build here? I can't believe I didn't put these things in, and now there is no room in this area when I had it all mapped out to work just fine.
Transportation underway.
Now this. What can we do?
Asset
What can we do about it?
transportation underway.
Because these things are huge detractors of your... you know, they're horrible for you. All right. Step 1. Move this lower. We can't. Yes, we can. I'm certainly not impressed by having to mess with this. There's just about no room for this damn thing in here. And I don't know what would be more important to have, really, though the emergency shelter is certainly what they are missing here. So... we'll let the amenity go by and put in the emergency shelter instead. Damn. I really thought that would work in there, and maybe it still will. But it'll take a little bit of finesse to get everything in there just where you want it, and I don't want to tear it all apart right now. Let's get the emergency shelter in. See, like, the old game had amenities like bowling alleys and stuff that were about the same size as the bars.
Transporting asset.
These new amenities is like, or the new attractions, it's like building a whole theme park there. Well, at least this doesn't take too long. Where's some more Edmontosaurs to fly them over while the storm gets ready to hit? Storm,
Asset requiring collection.
no shelter. That's funny. Hate dealing with these damn storms. Germany had it all right, just the cold storms, they didn't really do anything. These storms blow things over and bust structures and everything else, yeah. Disease, whatever. Here comes a whole bunch of silicosis or whatever it is for everybody. Sick dinosaurs, as soon as they hit the pin, they're sick. That stuff's slightly ridiculous. I don't know, that one update was supposed to drop the frequency of all the problems like storms and dinosaurs getting hurt from fights and stuff. I still have a lot of storms and dinosaur fights. We'll get everybody on their way for the med jeeps and then start looking at structures that are broke. Damn, everybody's sick. Look at what these storms do. Gates, I usually just buy a new one and put them in. Yeah, that shortcut is just fantastic. It just seems like everything breaks while this is going on. There, it's over. Alright, so we'll release the people from their shelters and get all our jeeps going in the right direction. No doubt we've got repairs over here that'll need made. Maybe not. Maybe a couple. So much damage from those storms, it's half ridiculous. Alright, let's let the jeeps run for a minute. What the med jeeps are getting up to right now, I don't know, but storm outage on that thing still. They can't do anything. We got 4 injured dinosaurs, tons of sick dinosaurs. Man alive. So there's 2 injuries. Sickness, sickness. It's everywhere. I don't know where the 4 injuries are. I found 2 of them. Just keep everybody running all over the place until they get this stuff taken care of. At base, doing absolutely nothing, as we've got sick dinosaurs everywhere. And a 3.5. What happened to our 4? It was never going to happen, they say. Try all you want. Eradicate these damn things. Those storms are rough. There's another one injured, and then we've got sick dinosaurs galore out here. Dead now. Is nobody on the Deinonychuses? No. Well, let's find this dead one and hope we can maybe... Who died? Huerosaurus dead?
Heading to collect the asset.
It's funny, these things are quite a bit like a real farm. When you've got a ton of animals, you've always got some health concern. You've always got somebody you've got to go take care of, or somebody gotten old and finally died. I just really like the color patterns on these ones. That blue on green stripe. They look like they'd be at home in a swamp, though. They're not the right, really, color for out here.
Asset in transit.
Look at the tiny little Amargasaurus trying to get out of the way. These behemoths running about. Too bad they can't go up there. 3.9. Let's get this damn sickness fixed and we might actually hit 4.0. I don't know, 3.9 at night with a bunch of sick dinosaurs is pretty good. Low health, more Edmontosaurs to come into the park.
Collection request.
And we've got a fair number of them. How are they actually on? Yeah, see, they don't even go back here. It's so big that when they get spread apart like this, they're going to get upset because there's not enough of them in their territory. Huh. Let's keep making them.
Asset being transported.
We'll rest this person. Hopefully a couple extra points in there will get things done a little quicker. 4 sick. Deinonychuses. Here comes the Jeep. And these ones... they're on their way as well.
Transit has commenced.
Alright, let's keep cooking these Edmontosauruses up while we wait for the park to go up. It's just floating at 3.8 and 3.9. 2 eggs out of that group. That's not very good. 2 eggs out of that one. Well, whatever it takes. Hell, she can do it herself. And nobody can do this one. Four now. Again? Ah, what is wrong with these things? Some immune deficiency I don't know about. Rabies.
Asset has been transported.
Ow, he says, but he's healthy as can be now. And those moonlit Amargasaurus are just incredible.
Asset delivery confirmed.
We've got two left that are sick. And I think if we could hit that 4.0, I mean, I know that's about where I thought I was last time, but it has not happened yet. It just won't go over. Why is he in such a hurry? Panicking for what?
Asset delivered.
Now he's out of gas. All right.
I love seeing these ratings go up. Put a feather in your cap. If you have one.
There might actually already be a feather in my cap. Let's check out the Stegosaurids and what we can do here. Stegosaurus, just straight up the real deal. Man, I wonder how they'd be out there. They probably want some kind of fruit. Let's get these cooked up and maybe we'll just send an expedition team out for the Stegosaurus right away. These Warosauruses.
Asset.
And then we'll start looking at what cohabitation can do for the park by trying to put in like Pachycephalosauruses and Struthios or Archaeornithomimids or whatever. I still think the Homalocephali will go just in a pin by themselves somewhere, maybe right here, and help bring this up some.
Collecting asset.
I was really, when I first got to this park, just looking at the layout of it, I don't know what I thought I was going to do with it. But right now, I think I could fit in another pin here, and a little pin back in here, maybe a rail station, Homalocephali pin right here, and then, you know, viewing stuff with amenities and whatever on the backside of this as well. We want to keep those Edmontosaurs flowing into the pin so they don't ever really get stretched out. That'll happen to these Amargasaurs too. I'll have to keep putting more of them in. I don't know how many animals that pin will be able to hold before they start starving. Now look, just a pinch over, 4 stars. 4.0.5. I don't think that's quite how the decimals work, but that's how they work in our park. Release a few more of these and call this good. I mean, this is exactly what I was wanting to happen.
Request received.
I would have liked this to have brought us up a little bit more, but I realized none of these dinosaurs have real high appeal. 77. That's less than a Dilophosaurus by 22. And this thing weighs 4 tons. What about the Edmontosaurs? How are they for appeal? Huh. 60. Dilophosaurs are 99. The Deinonychus, they're like 123. For every Deinonychus, you've got 2 of these. That's the problem. These big pins are nice, but they're probably better for a group of carnivores.
Delivery has been
And so is this one over here. It's good to get them to this point, but... You know, if we could have a group of, I don't know, whatever in there, I'm sure it would be what's going to push us up to the 4.5. And then the 5, but still a small pin here. And a little bit more sizable pin here. And maybe we could consider... I don't know. I really like the Werosaurus pin. I don't really want to get rid of them yet. We've got 21 of them in here right now. I usually keep 24 or 5 of them in here. Yeah, I'm not ready to be done with them yet. Now, once you get the pin or the part to these points, you feel like it'd be nice to sit around and enjoy the dinosaurs you put in, only to realize the only way to go up is to put more and more, you know, bigger, better, more dangerous, hard to handle, and expensive dinosaurs in. I worked quite a while still on my Predator Park as I'm releasing all the dinosaurs into the game so I can get, you know, all the trophies and whatever. And I'm right up to where I can release the Indominus, the Indoraptor. Killing it. Now we're making some, well, we're not quite at 400. 4.1. But, I don't know, I really do enjoy seeing the herbivores a lot. The carnivores are cool, but they're just such a pain. They just constantly fight. They constantly... Metricanthosauruses. I will say the Metricanthosauruses are very well behaved for the predators. Not too many others are. The Deinonychus don't seem to fight too much. The Dilophosaurus are alright. But then again, I mean, if you have Draco Rex, they'll fight non-stop. That's very playful for an animal that's how big? Let's go check them out. They tell you right in here how big these things are. So we've got Edmontosauruses. They weigh 7,000 pounds. They're 10 feet tall and 30 feet long. Holy cow. And Amargasauruses are... They're the same height. Not quite as long, at about 25. Oh, no, that's how tall they are. All right. They're not 25, I mean. What is that, 8 feet tall? They weigh 5,800 pounds. And they're 30 feet long. They're like a short, I don't know, maybe about the size of a little school bus. And those damn things are the size of a regular school bus. These things used to live in northwestern Canada and supposedly migrate down the coast and stuff. It would be incredible because I live right next to the ocean. It would be so neat. I think about that a lot. About dinosaurs this size just walking down the beach. You can go see animals playing in the ocean that you wouldn't think of. Elephants or lions or things like that. So you know these kind of things went out in the waves too. Would have been such a scene. Well, I'm going to leave you on, I think this is Amargasaur. I'll say thanks for watching. We finally beat the 4 stars, and we've got to work our way up there, but we've got 2 more pins to build, and hopefully with those 2 pins we can move towards the 4.5, and then just start fitting things in here and there. I don't know, maybe some cohabitation, maybe consider a big pin of predators of a type. At any rate, we've got what we wanted to accomplish here. 4.1. Enjoy the Amargasaur. I'll shut up and leave you to it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video.